Before this new gun store opened in the Lion Park neighborhood of Arlington, Virginia, some 4,000 people signed a petition against it. Neighbors are upset that the shop is less than a kilometer from an elementary school and across the street from a daycare center. But Arlington officials say they cannot legally prevent the store from opening and had to treat it like any other retail shop. Opponents say the store could be closed if the building's owner, Ekaterina Varley, were to refuse to rent the space for a gun store. But Varley, a Second Amendment supporter, says she can rent her space to whomever she wants.
This is my tenant, and it is a legal business. I do not understand the connection between 3-year-old children in a daycare center and a gun store.
Defenders of the store say the guns are for self-defense and for use in activities like hunting.
These are actually all semi-automatic firearms. Fully automatic weapons are very heavily regulated. They don't sell them in stores like this. So they're very similar to your average hunting rifle. In fact, they're probably a lot less powerful than your average hunting rifle.
But gun opponents note semi-automatic weapons have been used in many recent mass shootings, including the slaughter of school children at the Sandy Hook Elementary School in Connecticut.
You know how we get our eyes checked every year? Our heads need to be, if you have a gun, your heads need to be checked every year. Make sure you're safe. And there are a lot of good people who have guns, who aren't going to lose control. But then there are people who are unbalanced.
This store employee, who gave his name only as John, says a person can't just walk in and buy a gun. It also involves passing a background check.
We had to have several forms of ID. The people coming in will have the federal form 4473 as well as a state form. And we do ID checks. We do them here on site. Obviously, the associates check it, and also there's the state police run it through their system. Sometimes there would be a delay in the processing. It's not always an instant approval.
It's really not my decision.
But Mark Levin, a member of the Virginia House of Delegates, says background checks are not always effective.
Even if someone has a background check, they can resell the gun without a background check. You got a criminal gang member in D.C. They want to buy a gun really easily. All they do is they come to Arlington. They can meet on the internet. They can have the sale in a parking lot.
The store's owners are hoping their business will succeed despite the protests. The day it opened, in fact, dozens of gun advocates from around the region came to support the store and its right to open in this residential suburban neighborhood. For Anush, Avetisyan, Joy Wagner, VOA News, Arlington, Virginia.